So it seems like after several years of terrorizing those girls on Love and Hip Hop, then getting her own spinoff show, Joseline's Cabaret, and terrorizing those girls, Joseline Hernandez has finally met her match. And I can't say that I'm too mad about it. Want to talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
I'ma tell these niggas, come on, you can eat it up. Ain't no need to wait, you can be all in these guys. I ain't explaining shit to niggas, that's ridiculous. How you left for one to get mad when they finish up? I'ma get some shit today. No, it's fine. I'ma get some shit today. It's a vibe. I'ma get some shit today. We outside. I'ma get some shit today. Cause I'ma get some shit today. I'm gonna get some shit today. Cause I'ma get some shit today. I'm gonna get some shit today. Cause I'ma get some shit today. I'm gonna get some shit today. Cause I'ma get some shit today. I'm gonna get some shit today.
Let's get into it then.
Wait. Now, I love y'all, and I love doing YouTube, but y'all know YouTube be on that bullshit, and right now, it's quite literally the motherfucking ghetto. And listen, if you know me from way back when, then you know it's two things about your girl. Number one, I hate being anybody's best kept secret. And number two, if it don't make dollars, it don't make Scott no motherfucking sense, ho. So with that said, the best way to help me help you and keep the fun going is to join the Patreon, baby. Now I know I've struggled with consistency and whatnot in the past. I get it. But listen, baby, when our creative fund is impacted, then that makes it hard for me to do the content that y'all love, whether that be story times, commentary, hell, even my motherfucking music. Like, it makes it extremely hard to do. So I'm telling y'all now, if you're only experiencing me through this platform, which is YouTube, then baby, you are only getting half of the tea. So head on over to Patreon to get the full Scott Santana experience. And also, because a lot of people have been asking me like, oh, Scott, when you bringing your story times back, oh, what happened to the laptop? What happened to those videos like from 2016? That channel that I have that I was doing story times on, that channel from 2016 is no longer. But here's the good thing about Patreon. Now it's 2023. I'm older. I'm 30 years old. Well, a whole different fucking gender now. But listen, how cool and exciting and fun would it be if I went back and I retold some of the old stories that you guys knew and loved from me, but from a grown and sexy 30-year-old mature perspective? Like, how dope would that be? So make sure that y'all go down to the description box, you click on the link to get to my Patreon, and y'all motherfucking subscribe, ho. Definitely make sure that y'all follow me on Twitter, okay? Because I swear I be over there talking to myself. Like, I be live reacting and live tweeting in real time to the fuck shit that y'all be putting on Beyonce's internet. So definitely make sure that you follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with the engagement and what's not. And definitely make sure that you stream my music too, okay? Because I talk shit, but I also write hits, okay? So don't be dumb, bitch, because you ain't dumb, bitch. Back to the video. What's going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Chi-Chi. And listen, you what? We are back for another motherfucking Let's Talk About It, Chi-Chi's commentary, whatever the fuck you want to call her. And, you know, as usual, we just down here to discuss the fuck shit that y'all put on Beyonce's internet, okay? Because I have to do videos, being that nobody follows me on fucking Twitter. Follow her on fucking Twitter, okay? But listen, y'all. Listen. This is a little different because finally, we got the motherfucking clip, okay, the clip of the Amber Rose Joseline tessellation of it all, okay? And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, listen. Joseline Hernandez has recently come out, okay? And first of all, let's back it all the way up, right? So there's a show going on, College Hill. Y'all might remember it from 20 years ago. They decided to bring it back. You know, those of y'all that keep saying, oh, we want Nene back. Okay, well then go watch Nene on the first season of College Hill. Okay, baby, it came out last year. Okay, but as far as this season, we got Amber Rose, we got Joseline, we got Tiffany Pollard, just to name a motherfucking few, okay? And this season, apparently, Joseline and Amber Rose have gotten into it. Now, mind you, when they drop the previews, you know how they do like the little super trailer or whatever. When they dropped the super trailer for College Hill season 2, screen caps had came out showing that. Well, first of all, when they dropped the trailer, we saw Amber Rose and Joseline get into it. We saw Joseline honestly getting into it with everybody. And everybody was like, oh, when this show come on, it's going to show Joseline running that house. And then as the show came on, we saw Joseline basically running the goddamn house, right? And then screen captures of the actual fight came out. But like if you would go and search for like, okay, Joseline versus Amber, and like try to search for the actual physical fight, nothing would fucking come up. Yet somehow, some way, this fucking screen capture of Joseline versus Amber ended up online. Okay, and then it wasn't until a couple of weeks ago, Joseline sat down and did a whole interview on Drink Champs, right? Shout out to them, because that's really a great podcast that I did not think that I would be tuning into. But they done did some great interviews, and Nori is really good at what the fuck he do, okay? And the little chubby man with the bald head, listen. Anybody that know me know I got a swipe. Hey daddy, okay? He real cute, okay? But the Joseline interview with Drink Champs, when I say it was one of the funniest interviews I ever watched in my motherfucking life, and like every 2 seconds was a meme, and the girl was like, listen, because we got to give it to Joseline, okay? Joseline honestly is the queen of, I'm not even going to say queen, we're going to say that Joseline is the princess of reality TV, right? I know y'all like to give Nene her flowers and this, that, and the third. Okay, Nene, listen, if you've been watching me for a long time, you already know how I feel about Nene. Nene is good, but Nene needs a team of girls to fight with, right? While I feel like Joseline does as well, here's where Joseline and Nene differ, right? Because Tiffany Pollard honestly started this whole reality TV shit, right? She wasn't the first, but she's the one that made reality TV pop, right? And then also, it was around the time of a writer's strike and da-da-da-da-da, okay? But New York, Tiffany Pollard had countless spinoffs, and she was able to stand alone, whether it was amongst a group of girls or her own spinoffs, right? Something to which none of these reality show stars after her have been able to do. The Nene Leakes, the Joseline Hernandez up to a certain point, you know, the Erica Mena's, the Evelyn Lozada's, right? Like, they all needed people to fight with, right? The difference, though, with Joseline is that she is a star in her own right, and she took Love and Hip Hop and really launched it off the map. Like, y'all love to bring up Housewives and what Nene has done for it, but Joseline in her own right has done the same thing with Love and Hip Hop, because nobody was really checking for Love and Hip Hop before Joseline. Nobody was. I remember watching, okay? But it wasn't until Love and Hip Hop season 1 of Atlanta with Stevie J, Joseline, and Mimi, and that whole love triangle situation that people, you know, was captivated, right? And it was Joseline who held them on, okay? As well as the antics of the cats and da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And, you know, she obviously left that show, then eventually went on to do her own show, her cabaret show, and that went how it went. Okay, cool. But now we're starting to see Joseline back on cable TV, right? Not something that's on YouTube, on Zeus, on the app, but no. Now we're starting to see her on, like, actual reality TV, right? And so I was one of those people that was like, okay, we've always seen Joseline this fiery, but let's be honest, the last couple of years, she started smelling herself, like, for real. Like, and Joseline has always been cocky. She's always been a Puerto Rican princess, and, oh, Stevie, like, she always been that. But, like, the last couple of years, especially after her, you know, with the cabaret and making millions from it, and then, like, it going viral on Zeus, and, you know, Zeus doing numbers and the cabaret doing numbers, like, she really started feeling herself so much to the point where, like, she was on her own show talking to her cast members and them strippers like they was bitches off the street. Well, they were bitches off the street, but y'all understand what the fuck I mean. Like, Joseline had really got into a place where her head and her ego was big. So when I heard that she was casted for this show, which again is not on the app, it's not on Zeus, it's not on, like, Zeus Network operates very differently than a VH1, than a BET, than a Mona Scott production. Like, first of all, they're professional. Second of all, they're professional. Okay. And so I knew automatically, okay, this might be a problem, because Zeus, again, is very different than BET, than VH1, than, like, actual cable network reality shows. So how is this going to fare? And watching the episodes, Joseline definitely brought the cabaret version of her to the set. And it was very much obvious from episode 1 where she was running them bitches around like she was the queen, okay? And so at some point in time, there was a moment where her and Amber got into it. I don't even remember why they fucking got into it. I just know that Joseline was that ass wrong. Okay? I know that Joseline was being a motherfucking menace. I know that she was running all the people in that goddamn house, and it was all tied to her ass, right? And so, knowing that there was this upcoming fight, you kind of sitting back watching College Hill, and you're like, okay, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Like, it's going to happen now? When is it going to happen, right? And finally, the moment has come. So let's go ahead and get the fuck into her, right? Let's go ahead and get the fuck into her. Child. So, news report states Joseline Hernandez, I beat Amber Rose's ass on TV. I'm going to keep doing it. Now, this comes from May 31st. Again, the Drink Champs interview that I spoke about or whatever, where she said that, you know, she was going back and forth with Amber Rose and, you know, she gave her side of things. So Joseline Hernandez is claiming self-defense of her scuffle with Amber Rose on the upcoming celebrity edition of BET's College Hill, but also insists that she won the fight. Now, of course, Joseline gonna say she won the fight. Like, ain't nobody gonna get up and be like, yeah, I lost. Or no, of course, everybody gonna get up and be like, yeah, I did my big one. Okay. The veteran reality star was a recent guest on Drink Champs and lamented being kicked off the series for dog walking Amber, who Joseline claims started the fight. So this was the actual.
I got into a fight because we was in a fucking classroom.
Tell us who it was. We forgot to tell us.
I'm gonna tell you later. No, I'm not. Somebody tried to attack me, and I motherfucking put their motherfucking head through that glass. My other homie called me. He was like, "Bitch, you know the motherfucking the stain from her head is still on there." Yeah. I was like, "God, niggas ain't wipe the shit down, fake ass niggas." So she tried to run up on me because we was in our literature class, right?
She said she. Now we already know it's a girl.
I ain't gonna be finding no niggas. I ain't gonna never find no man now. If a man want to find me, he got a problem.
Yeah, for real.
No man should never want to find me.
That's right.
I don't care how much shit.
I put my money on you with some good these guys out here.
I would never fight a man though.
Don't do it.
I would never do that. So, you know, I'm in the class and I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying?
Pause, because I do want to say something, right? I do want to say, like, I do love the fact that, and I planned on doing like a whole like little deep dive into Joseline's Drink Champs interview because it was really, as annoying as Joseline could be, she's still a funny and quite intellectual, like very, very smart, very intelligent about her business. Like the Drink Champs interview made me like really, really take her serious. Even though I take her serious, I just don't remember when. But even though at some point I started taking her serious, like after watching the Drink Champs interview, it was like, okay, I kind of get it. Like I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Right. And so I appreciate the fact that she's like, yeah, I would never put my hands on a man though, because we look at Joseline and we see somebody that's batshit crazy that look like she ready to go whenever. Okay. Especially for a TV moment. If she felt like she going to make reality TV go in that moment and she going to get it back. Right. But I'm glad that she's like, I'm not that stupid and I'm not that crazy. Like, I'm not going to boss up on a nigga because I'm not a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I love that because most people nowadays, listen, y'all know how y'all biologicals be out there doing. Okay, let's get back to it.
Look. I told everybody that it was conversation about the success that we're having now, and I'm like, shit, I'm the biggest. I got up. I said,
okay,
because I used to get up to get my interview.
Yeah,
because you know you got in college you can get up to talk about what the subject is.
Okay.
I said, I'm the motherfucking biggest. I said. When I was 5, I knew I was the motherfucking biggest. There ain't nobody out here bigger than me. So they was in the class, everybody was like, and I'm like, that's why they're not the biggest. Instead of applauding me,
they was
y'all want to give me smoke in the back, but I don't see y'all niggas that want to be.
Listen, and see, that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, Like, my anything should not affect your everything. You know what I'm saying? And hearing Joseline say that, it's okay. And even for the people that, because we gonna keep it a buck. There are leaders, there are bosses, there are entrepreneurs, there are CEOs, and then there are employees, and then there are people that are, you know, working class. Cool. That's all fine and dandy. But you have so many people that have not dealt with their trauma to where they feel like they are beneath somebody just because their title may not be as high ranked as somebody else's. And it's like, no, at the end of the day, we're all a team. Like we all play a part, right? We all play a part. That's why it's like, even with celebrities, like or even going on fucking dates and shit, you got to pay attention to how people treat people, right? Because everybody plays a fucking part. Even if you are the star of the show, somebody is handling that camera. Somebody is, you know, editing this shit. Somebody is promoting. There's a marketing team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody plays their fucking position. But at the end of the day, just because the star of the show says that I'm the star of the show or I'm the lead, I'm the face, that's not taken away from you. they feel, and it might be true, it might not be true, but at the end of the day, that doesn't diminish what your job and your role is, right? So always hate when people get mad at other people. Like, baby, deal with your trauma. Deal with your trauma. Just because I say I'm a bad bitch don't mean that you not. Okay? And now in 2023, just because I say, you know, I'm beautiful and we're not going to make it a colorism conversation. We're not going to turn it into a conversation about privilege and, but because people love to do that. And it's like, stop dragging trauma and projecting your fears and everything that you've been through into what somebody else is like. Because maybe if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said, right? And Joseline is very much that. So I'm glad to hear her say that, because we've always heard her go around talking about how she's a bad bitch, this, that, and the third. But even the way that she put it just now, yeah, I'm a bad bitch, but like, you ain't got to throw shade and try to knock me down. Like, baby, you could be a bad bitch too. Like, that's why you're not ahead in life, because you too busy worried about the next bitch instead of applauding. Like, baby, applaud, and I'm going to applaud for you. Like, we should all feel like a bad bitch, right? Right. So let's go ahead and get the fuck back into her.
Right.
Because I'm that bitch. So mind you, I can get into too much details, but they try to attack me, hating assholes. Guess what? Bitch, you can never attack the princess, bitch. I stay on deck.
I like this. Yeah.
Bitch, how you gonna attack the attacker?
She makes a good face.
How you gonna attack the attacker?
This is true.
That's not a good idea.
Not really.
So, when the bitch attack me, man, I dog what that bitch. Bitch,
I feel like it's.
I don't care who you feel like it is. I ain't gonna tell you.
I feel like it's Tiffany.
I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, her in New York, I don't see them in the same place.
Listen, let me tell you something. And every time I see that bitch, I'm gonna drag that pussy asshole. Every time I see that bitch right now, I'm gonna stop this shit, go beat that bitch ass and come back here. Every motherfucking, every chance. Cause it was on some hate shit. Bitch, I'm giving my speech in college. Why is you worrying about what the fuck I'm saying, bitch? If you was to start thinking like me, you'll be somebody, ho. And you won't just be walking around here sucking dick and slutting in your asshole for nothing, bitch.
Goodness.
You'll be somebody. You'll be great. You'll be great.
Listen. So Joseline has spoken. And so apparently, from what Joseline is saying, from her perspective, whatever this beef is between her and, now we know it's Amber, right? She's saying that, listen, baby, if you wasn't so focused on me, we wouldn't be in this class fighting. Now let's take a look at the actual motherfucking clip, right? Let's take a look at the actual motherfucking clip and see what the fuck actually happened, right? Because Joseline could just be talking, but everything that Joseline's saying, it makes sense from her perspective. But now we got to figure out what the fuck actually happened, okay?
Yeah. If you feel like I singled you out, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
I appreciate that.
I consider you a black person like myself. A lot of people do that to me. They're like, okay, she's Spanish, she's not black.
Joseline, stop identifying me. Let me identify myself and then let you know what that is. When you say like the whiteys and then you turn around and look at me.
It's a joke. It was just there. I just seen you. I just turn around and look at that. Stop being so sensitive, because you and I are very cool. So for you to do that.
Yeah, but it's not about being sensitive,
But you are being
Joseline.
sensitive.
No, but if you're not a mixture.
You're not white though. You're black.
My father is white though.
Okay, but to me, your mother's.
But that's not
black.
about you. It's about me.
It is about me when I feel like saying what the fuck I want to say. You can't check me on that. And if you go and check me, then check me.
Okay, I checked you. I'm checking you now.
Yeah, but you're not, because I don't give a fuck about how you feel.
Well, I don't give a fuck either then, because I can say the same thing about you.
I consider you a white person.
Okay. So before we even go ahead and like deep dive into the fight, because obviously this has layers to it, I do want to stop right there, that part right there, right? Because there's this thing that the black community does that I do not like. Y'all have to stop with this whole, just because you got 1% in your blood, you black. Baby, y'all still swearing up and down that those is Michael's kids. And I just want to know, are they allowed to say nigga? Because as much as y'all try to police the N-word and try to make it look like nigga and nigger are the same fucking word, when y'all know damn well, two different fucking words, right? But this whole 1% drop rule, like in 2023, like please be fucking serious. And then the way that y'all sit and y'all try to diminish people's experiences, or it's a crabs in a barrel mentality to me. It really is, right? Just like you can be 100% black to tell your experience, tell your story, this, that, and the third. Allow people of mixed race to do that. Allow biracial people to do that. Like, allow people that maybe, a percentage of black and then a mix of other, like, allow people to fucking do that. Stop projecting your trauma, because the first thing that comes out of people's mouths is, oh, but when you get stopped and da-da-da. Okay. It don't need to be a whole history lesson every time. Like, please stop. Because then on the flip side, we could take it back to 20 years ago when Don Omar and Pitbull and all of these, when reggaeton was real fucking popular. Okay, and everybody and their mama wanted to claim that they was Dominican or claim that they had Indian and Cherokee in their family. Like, because we can take it back. Because y'all love to bring up the whole anti-blackness and self-hate and this, and we can go deep in those conversations if y'all want to go, because I did not forget how people was years ago. Like, so please stop. Allow people to tell their experiences. And that's something that I wish that the Black community would do more, because I feel like everything is rooted in trauma. Even if we were to bring the whole LGBT conversation into the conversation, right? And how the church, and it's not even just the church. Stop blaming it on the church. I know a whole bunch of motherfuckers that ain't never set foot to praise God or sat down within the four walls of a motherfucking church before that are still homophobic as fuck. And it ain't got shit to do with the Bible. Stop blaming it. No. That's just how a lot of the Black community is, because it's programming. It's social programming that needs to be decoded. We as a people are very judgmental, lack empathy and lack accountability, right? Allow people who might be different than you to feel comfortable expressing their side, their story. Like, nobody's story is bigger than the next person's. Stop. Because every time I hear this shit, and I'm gonna be completely honest, listen, and I'm not sugarcoating shit no more than I'm doing commentary for. So I'm not. So I don't care who like what I gotta say and who don't. But a lot of what I be hearing, to me, I feel like it always goes back to, well, superiority, right? I feel like there are people that walk around with a superiority complex because their ancestors went through things, right? And to me, it's just like, let me choose my words carefully, because y'all like to pick and choose. Y'all like to pick and choose. Okay, like it's Build-A-Bear workshop. Okay, y'all like to pick and choose and form your own reality. So let me be careful with my words, but allow people to exist how they want to exist. Allow people to figure things out, right? Not everybody is going to wear that strong Black woman trope. Not everybody is going to wear that, as a Black woman, I have it so hard trope. Not everybody is going to move and operate in the world through the same lens that you do as someone who's Black, or someone that has a percentage of Black, or like whatever the fuck you want to call it. Allow people to show up and exist in this world differently, and allow that to be okay. Because people are different, right? Because if white folks or the media and the news was to project anything dealing with the Black community or the Black culture as being ratchet or hood or you know what I'm saying, then we would be like, well, Black people aren't a monolith. We are not all the same. Okay, so then apply that same logic here. Because unfortunately, the way that Joseline was speaking and Joseline's logic seems to be the logic in the thoughts and opinions of a lot of Black culture out there, a lot of Black consumers, a lot of people that tune into these BET and Tyler Perry programs. And in that regard, I'm with Amber Rose. Like, don't police how I feel. Don't like, because it's like y'all say shit in jest, not knowing how it could hurt somebody else, but then want to be the most offended anytime anybody says something that might be offensive to you, right? Like the whole whitey's comment, like, why would you say that and then look at Amber Rose? Like, that's offensive to her. As who's up their entire fucking life having to defend the fact that she's Black. And then another thing that y'all fucking do, because listen, this is a whole video topic in its own, especially when it comes to colorism and shit like that, because I see a lot more people going off and defending when it comes to dark-skinned people and colorism. Like, look at what's going on with Chica. We acting like Chica didn't sit her fat ass down on Twitter and make comments basically telling Zonique to take her ghetto ass back to the fucking hood with her baby ass kids. Yet people are saying, oh, you can't call Chica fat. You can't respond this way because it's anti-Black. Well, how is what Chica said not just as anti-black? First of all, she's making it seem as though in order to be in first class, you got to present yourself a certain way. That ain't y'all the same ones always saying, okay, well, I ain't doing this for the white man and I ain't take this. Like, ain't y'all the ones always doing that? And then second of all, it's like in the same breath, she just called the, like, come on now. So socialism, classism, like she just equated that girl to, come on, wench, first class economy, bastard baby, like, but y'all will jump on the fucking ledge when it's someone that's dark skinned that's in that position. It's somebody that is of lighter skin, then it's like, oh girl, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Oh girl, nobody care about what you've been through. And it's just like, I will never understand it. It's like this whole crabs in a barrel type of mentality. And there's like a deep hatred with the black community against people in the black community. And it's just like, get it the fuck together. Get it the fuck together. Because it's not just against the gays. It's against lights and darks and like fat and skin. Like, get it the fuck together. Get it together. Get it together. Amber Rose's story is just as important as if she was a chica telling her story. It's just as important. And I'm tired of y'all making it seem as though it's not, and that people are not allowed to have a fucking voice, but then y'all want to claim them as black and then associate them, you know, and try to align with them when it comes to trauma. Why should it take getting shot down or getting pulled over by the police to suddenly recognize that your sister is black, even though she is of lighter skin tone? But yet when she speaks of her black experience with a lighter skin tone, this girl, shut the fuck up because you don't know what it's like. I'm over it. I am over it. But let's get back into the clip because I could really rant and go on for days. Let's get the fuck back into the clip.
So that's not about what you consider. That's the whole point.
You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl. Let's just get down to the point.
Joseline.
No, Professor. Let's get down to the point.
Joseline.
Your problem is that you really don't even want to be black. She's conflicted with her blackness. See, when I was growing up, I chose to be black. I was born in Puerto Rico, a Spanish-speaking place, so I'm a black Hispanic. But Amber, she don't know how to behave in black places or in white places. She feel like she got to cater to each of them. But I damn sure know that she doesn't cater to nothing black. She went there to let me finish.
Wait.
Nah, you want to...
Okay, see, this is why I gotta stop it again. Because I'm sorry, it's just like, again, because even if we want to have that whole Spanish conversation just a couple of years ago, before Mara La Negra, wasn't nobody talking and screaming Afro-Latina. I'm sorry, y'all wasn't. And I'm from some places very, very progressive, New York City, where it ain't nothing but Boricuas and Platinos over here, okay? Over here, right? And we all deemed as black. We all looked at as black, right? We understand that in New York, right? Which is why people that's not from New York get so fucking confused when y'all hear Puerto Ricans and Cardi B's and all of them up here saying nigga, and like, that's why y'all be so confused, right? But if we're going to keep it a buck, it wasn't until Love and Hip Hop Miami and Amara La Negra that's when all of a sudden Afro-Latina and Afro this and Afro X, and I'm not saying that it wasn't a thing before. It wasn't a mainstream thing. I didn't see it getting pushed as hard. I didn't see that. I didn't. It was kind of just like an unspoken thing. Like, bitch, we are from the hood. We all black. We all, like, this is culture, right? This is culture. Y'all may not be African-American, but bitch, we was all on the same boat, just different stops. That was just something that was understood in progressive cities, right? But then you also had the other half that was like, oh, no, me no black, no. Let me put texturizer in my hair because me no block, right? Right? So, Joseline. Because I don't remember all this and and I'm not saying that she's not black and that, like that's not what I'm saying. But we Joseline, right message, wrong messenger. Because where was all of this? Oh, I'm pro-black. I'm Afro-Latin. Where was all of this before 2012? Where was all of this? Like, I don't want to hear nobody that just started claiming to be this beautiful black woman and this, that. No, because all we've ever heard was Puerto Rican princess, right? And we don't have to get into a conversation about race versus culture and ethnicity. Like, y'all understand my point. You understand my point. Please don't try to misunderstand. And like, if I didn't say it wasn't like, you understand my point though. You understand my point. You understand my point. So I just feel like for Joseline, this newly found, I'm standing in my own as a Spanish black, like this is all new, Joseline. This wasn't you 10 years ago. It wasn't. Not when you was fucking with CB on the other hand. It wasn't you. So could be the right message potentially. Even I feel like it's still the wrong message, but right message, wrong messenger, right? And then saying that girl wants to be a white girl, like you're antagonizing her, you're patronizing her, like you're terrorizing her right now. Terrorizing her. Absolutely fucking terrorizing her.
Go there. Let me finish. There she go. Quiet baby.
Hold the fuck up.
They don't sure know that she doesn't cater to nothing black.
Hold up. Because Amber Rose has already said multiple of times that she grew up fighting, so she has no problem fighting, that she's not scared to fight because she's had to fight her whole life. Mind you, Amber is from Philly. And y'all know how, like, because again, in 2023, y'all want to act, I don't know if it's Gen Z trying to act like shit didn't happen, but y'all bitches were mean. If kids today were mean, y'all bitches were the devil and demons back then. The way that y'all sat around and used to call it African kids, African booty scratches, okay? All the African kids come to school and y'all mad because they smelling like fish, and y'all saying that they smelling like fish, like, y'all don't remember that growing up? Y'all don't remember that growing up? Y'all don't remember that growing up? Y'all don't remember all the jokes that y'all used to make about the Mexican kids that all come from one family and packed on one van to get to school? Y'all don't remember that? Because I do. So I can only imagine what the fuck Amber went through growing up and having to fight against people that were supposed to be like, come on, like, and that's what fucking kills me, like, with the black community, yo. Like, and I guess I'm gonna just go out as a coon because we lack accountability. And so when our ass is being held to the fire and we gotta face our actions and consequence, we always try to find a way to distract. Ooh, look over there, or ooh, let's call you something in trauma bond, right? Instead of focusing on what's being said, right? That's what we tend to do. But it be your own fucking community. Like, y'all sit and y'all tell these biracial and mixed kids that they're black. But then y'all sit and shun them for being biracial and mixed. Or y'all sit and shun them for wanting to understand the other half of them. And be the first ones to be so quick to say, well, you will never understand what it's like to ... fill in the blank. And I say fill in the blank because y'all use that with any and every motherfucking thing, right? Women use that against men. You will never understand what it's like to be a woman. Y'all use it against trans women. You will never understand what it's like to give birth. Y'all use it against gay people. You will never understand. Like, y'all sit and y'all do that dumb shit and then get mad when, or yet you possibly can't understand from their perspective, their side. Like, how can you not empathize with Amber when it's like, damn, I'm a mixed child or I'm biracial, and then I have these white people that feel like they calling me Blackie because clearly I got too much melanin to be fucking white, to be Becky Sue. And then got the black side over here that is supposed to be so welcoming, right? We invite everybody to the cookout, right? Oh, look what we do for Justin Timberlake's and all the white boys singing R&B. We invite everybody, but they can't do it for us. Girl, shut the fuck up, because y'all kill me every time y'all say shit like that. Y'all are not as welcoming as y'all keep trying to portray. Y'all could fool each other at the BET Awards, but baby, you please cut it the fuck out. But how can you not empathize with somebody who, like I said, you got the white people calling her a nigger? Okay, we know what that feels like, don't we? Mm-hmm. And then she goes back to the other side that claims to be so welcoming and accepting, and they jump on her because they think she's going to take her man. Oh, because she got pretty privilege. Oh, she got light skin privilege and this, that, and the third. When meanwhile, bitch, I'm just trying to fit in. I'm just trying to find a home. I'm just trying to find somebody that like. So it's like, I understand that Amber could be annoying on this show, which she is. Okay, she's very much annoying in a way of she's misguided. She's hurt. She has a lot of trauma that she needs to unpack. Because if you've been following this show, she doesn't necessarily believe in God because she's at that point, which all of us have been, even myself, that's super spiritual. Listen, me and God like that. Okay, me and my angels, we like that. Like, they always around me, right? But we've all been in a place where we question, is there a God? Like, is there somebody out there? Because if so, bitch, why the fuck my life so fucked up? And then even if you haven't, on a general scale, bitch, why the fuck we go through slavery? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so she's at a place where she's going through things and digesting life. And then we also have to take into the fact that this shit was filmed in 2022, when a lot of people were still going through shit. 2020 through 2022, everybody was going through world changes and developments and what, like, just the astrology of it all. Everybody was, right? And so I can see where Joseline, I can see where Amber Rose is coming from. I can see why Joseline might be a little bit annoyed, but then at the same time, that's where empathy comes in. That's where human connection comes in. That's where you shut the fuck up and learn that you are the white man in the room, right? Because we love to bring, because I've heard that be brought up, okay? I've heard that be brought up on every pro-black podcasts and platforms. I've heard that saying be brought up. Learn to shut the fuck up. Learn when you are the white man in the room, aka learn when you are the most privileged, right? So in that case, let's apply it. Somebody else is giving the experience. I go to my white side, they calling me niggers, and then I come to my black side, and y'all are calling me white girl. Where does that leave me? I'm fighting all my fucking life. So y'all see the way that she just got up after Joseline, right? Just popped her gun and just went over and started working. Let's watch it again, because she been ready. Joseline say that she stay on attack. Girl, so does Amber. What's up?
Wait. Nah, you want to go there? Let me finish. There she go. Cry, baby, cry, baby, cry, baby. Come on now. No, hold her. Oh my gosh. No, y'all. I didn't know if her head got smashed.
I was so shocked, I froze for a minute.
Take Joseline's back.
Okay.
So the producers separated Joseline and Amber to give them space so they can, have time to calm down.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
My God. And that was my first time watching it. Had I watched that up front, my intro probably would have been a little bit different. Because honestly and truly, Amber, when you're done with Joseline, can you come and whip the rest of these bitches? Y'all clearly still don't get it. If you've heard anything I've said in this video, it's a lot of y'all out there that still don't fucking get it. It's a lot of y'all that still don't fucking get it. I said it in my Chica video, and I'm going to keep fucking saying it because it also applies here. You cannot go around terrorizing the world because of what the fuck you've been through. And I'm sick of it. Miss me with black girl magic, miss me with black excellence, miss me with we the most accepting, and all of that shit is bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's an illusion. It's a fucking illusion. We yell protect black women, and then we get in the classroom, and because there's a difference of opinion, or we may not understand, or we may not have as much information as we would like, or we're a little offended by, then this happens. And no, it's not to say that, protect black women doesn't mean that, black women are not allowed to fight and argue with each other. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's not what I'm saying at all. But when you literally look at the situation and what they're fighting over and what led up to the fight and what caused the fight, does kind of make the whole protect black girl movement and black girl magic movement seem like bullshit. It does. It does, because I guess it's only protect black girl and black girl magic. I guess that only applies when you are 100% black and biological. Is that what y'all telling me? Because really, we can have so many conversations. We really can. We really can. The way that we yell out protect black women and black girl magic, and then forget and leave out the trans women of the community. We can yell out black women are the most disrespected in America, and then it's like, I know that y'all getting killed a lot, but I could have sworn that trans women are getting killed, at an even faster rate. But then you chose to do that, and then homophobia, and then when you deep dive into homophobia, it's because you're really scared of femininity. So then the thing called femophobia comes up, and it's just like, what are we really mad at? Who taught us all of this? What conditioning and social programming is this? I don't know. But we're going to unpack it. We're going to unlearn it together. So definitely let me know down in the comment box below. What did y'all think of this fight? Listen, I thought this was going to be a quick trailer 1-2 reaction, but we got some things to talk about. So let's talk about them, right? Leave your comments down below in the comment box. Says if I give a fuck. And make sure that you stream my music as if you give a fuck, ho. Okay? And make sure that y'all join my mailing list. Fucking subscribe to my Twitter. Okay, follow me on Twitter, ho, so I'm not just talking to myself all the goddamn time, right? And join my mailing list so you never miss a notification, okay? I love each and every one of y'all. Until the next video. Bye, ho. Bye-bye.
Baby, we don't have time to waste. I'm trying to take you to my place and get a little privacy. And maybe